Hello, my name is Lisa Snediger, and I am a consultant for Luminess, Airess, Airbrush makeup. We sell airbrush machines. The machine that we sell, one of them, looks like this. It's an airbrush machine. It's a mini little compressor that when you push the button, air comes out of it, and it comes out of this stylus that you hold. It has a trigger that you're going to pull back on. The makeup all goes in here when you're blowing on makeup. I'm going to hook this back up because I unplugged it to show it to you. And this machine costs $129.95. Yesterday I messed up on a YouTube video and I didn't realize it until after I printed it, but I messed up on the breakup price. If you decide you want to order this machine and you want to pay payments, I said the wrong prices yesterday. I said it was too much money than what it was. So if you have math skills, you figured it out really fast. But anyway, it's $129.95 and you can make payments on it. The first payment is $20 and it arrives within 5 to 7 business days after that. After you paid the $20, then you have 3 payments of $36.65, and you add one payment will have a $8.99 shipping fee. But either way you decide to do it, if you wanted to do this, this machine is really amazing. The reason I got into selling this is I bought my own machine, and I love the way it went on because I'm 60 years old and I cannot put on makeup under my eyes to cover up the dark circles because when I do that with my finger or with a brush, it instantly wrinkles. Well, with this machine, I just have to turn it on. I can put on my product. The first product I'm going to put on is called X Out. And all I have to do is put a couple of drops, in the stylus, in this part of the stylus, and I blow it on. I go under my eyes, and I go right here because I have a scar. That's X Out. That helps. It's like a concealer, and it helps cover up any imperfections. I also have dark circles, or I have dark spots, which I like to cover up. But my foundation will cover that up. My second product is my moisture primer. That comes in your kit. And I put about 5 drops in here because I have dry skin. Pull back on the trigger a little bit. And I like to blow all of that out. You can hear the difference. It's all out now. Air continues to come out, so if you get a little too much on at first because you're not used to pulling the trigger back, don't be afraid to just air dry it, and it will stay on all day. As long as whenever you sweat, you blot the sweat with a paper towel or a napkin. Do not wipe it. My last product that I put on, other than my blush, is my foundation. I say last product because some people do not use blush. I put this all over, especially under my eyes, up at my hairline. You don't need to be afraid of it. You really don't even have to close your eyes. It just kind of feels odd when you're putting it on if you don't close your eyes, so sometimes you automatically close them. That's all I have to do. Now, if you didn't use blush, you're done. I did put on my mascara first. I put on my Luminous lip stain first, which I love. It takes a little getting used to because you don't have to, it's not a moist lip stuff. It's a stain that literally, this one is, it's called Fancy, and it literally stays on a good long time. And after you get it dry on your lips, you lick your lips and seal it, and that's all you have to do. But you have to get used to that feeling of not wanting to go put on lip gloss all the time, which you don't have to do. If you do use some lip glosses, it will break it down and it won't stay on as long. Now my blush that I'm going to put on, I only put 2 drops. And I just get a little closer, and I blow right on the cheekbone. You can hear there's a different sound once it's empty, and I'm done. The only other thing I have to do before I am completely finished is I have to wash this out. I have to clean every time I use it, I have to put a few drops of warm water in here. Put your finger over the end, pull back, and it will bubble a little bit. I like to have a paper towel underneath it. Then I sometimes blow that out some and pour, and I do that a second time, just to be on the safe side of getting it good and clean, because I've heard that if you don't get it good and clean, then it can get clogged, and that's not good for it. Then I take a Q-tip. I will turn my machine off now. Doesn't have to be on anymore. I put a Q-tip in there, and I also pull back on the trigger when the machine is off, and I clean in there. And once in a while, this little pink tip will come off. It unscrews. If it comes off, just put it right back on. But I make sure I tighten that back up. But that's all I have to do to clean it. And this makeup will stay on all day. I really like it for that reason. In the past, whenever I put on normal makeup with a brush or with my fingers, it's coming off within hours of me putting it on. This, once it's dry, it will stay on. They have another product you can buy called sealant, and you can spray that on, and you literally can swim in this makeup. I did it on vacation. I went under the water to make sure. The only thing that ran a little bit was I didn't have waterproof mascara on, and my mascara ran a little bit under my eyes, but everything else stayed on, which I was really impressed with. But anyway, this is the Luminess Airess Airbrush makeup. So if you're interested in looking into this and buying it, I would hope you go to my website. My name is Lisa Snediger. My website is www.luminousairess.com/Lisa. So I'm going to spell that out for you. www.luminess, LUMINESSAIRESS.com/L lowercase ISA. But that's my website, and I will have that printed below on the screen for you. Go ahead, go check it out. See if you like it. They give you 30 days. You can return it if you're not satisfied with it. They do charge a 25% restocking fee. If you open it up and you decide and you use it, you'll have to be charged that if you decide to return it, but I think you'll really be impressed with it. You're using so much less of makeup. You're not using nearly as much as you use normally, and it's so much better for your skin because it does not have, no bacteria can form in the bottles. You're going to get a blush this size, a highlighter this size, a moisture primer, and a bronzer this size. You are going to get 2 foundations that are this size, the bigger double. 2 foundations. 1 bottle of foundation will last about 3 months if you're using it daily. For me, I put on makeup maybe 3 times a week, so mine's going to last a lot longer, and it will last because it's got you close it up, and it does not get any bacteria or germs in it like you do with normal makeup. If you say, well, I don't use a bronzer, I don't use a highlighter, you can use those as eyeshadows. The highlighter can be used right here at the bottom of your eye, and the bronzer can be used in the crease of your eye to make that little triangular shape. Both of those are great for natural looking eyeshadows. But anyway, give it a try. Look it up on my website, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be making more of these, but remember, I did mess up on the price yesterday. I quoted it higher than it was. And look the price up. It's a lot cheaper than you think. But anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.